Hello everybody, welcome back to the e-learning space for MGM Higher Secondary School, Bokaro. This is the first video for Unit 5, Section A from your English course book of Class 8. As you all already know that all the units in your textbook, the English channel has a particular theme. Unit 5 here is based on game changes. The title of the unit is Game Changes. Now, who are these game changes and why do they deserve a separate unit? These game changers are actually successful personalities. Those people in our country and around the world who have made it really large. Because of their hard work, dedication, they are known in their field of work. They are legendary figures. So here are certain facts about four outstanding Indian personalities that has been mentioned for you to take inspiration from. But the thing here is that one piece of information for each person is inaccurate. You will find out what is the inaccuracy in this. This picture is of Lata Mangeshkar and we all have heard her name in the field of singing. She sang her first film song when she was just 6 years old. Apart from Hindi, she has sung in more than 20 languages. She was awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award in 2001. Which information in this part is incorrect? You are going to find out after Googling this. Now, Sachin Tendulkar. Who doesn't know about Sachin Tendulkar? He is one of the greatest cricketer of our country, a very celebrated batsman. He made his debut in first-class cricket when he was only 15 years old. He was the leading run scorer in the 1996, 1999 and 2003 World Cups. In 2014, Sachin became the first ever sportsperson to receive the Bharat Ratna. Sounds all interesting, but which part is inaccurate? Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. She is the founder of Biocon Technologies, which produces industrial enzymes. She worked as a veterinarian before launching the company. She was awarded the Padma Shri in 1989. Azim Premji, we all have heard about him. He is a very rich man because of his work. He founded the Wipro Limited in 1966 and he has donated so much that he has lost his topmost rankings in being millionaires, but he doesn't mind. Established by him in 2001, Azim Premji Foundation focuses on promoting primary education, especially in the rural sector. He was awarded the Padma Vibhushan in 2011. So my point for behind you finding the inaccuracies or incorrect information in this is that you're going to learn more about these personalities when you Google them. Here is another small activity for you based on the unit. These are the synonyms for success. You have to refer to the dictionary if needed. You have to rearrange these letters to find the synonyms. You'll do this in the textbook itself. Here is an activity for you. Some qualities that are common to all great personalities are given here, like curiosity, focus, perseverance, and well organized. How well can you draw these pictures to show these qualities? It's up to you. Another activity for you to do in your English copies. Now let us come to section A. The title of section A is Wishing. It is a poem written by the famous poet Ella Wheeler Wilcox. So children, before we begin reading the poem, it is imperative that we learn about the poetess Ella Wheeler Cox. She was born on November 5, 1850 and she died in the year 1919. She was an American author and poet. Her poems are full of sentiments of cheer and optimism, and she writes in plain, rhyming verse. Here is a picture of Ella Wheeler Cox. Let us now begin reading the poem from your textbook, Wishing. So one of the very desire of every child as a kid is to be granted magical wishes, find a magical lamp, rub it, get the genie and ask for certain wishes. So if you are given wishes in your life, say 3 wishes to make, what are the most important things in your life that you would wish about? Let's write it down and let's discuss it in our online classes. Right now here we have a poem titled Wishing by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. And she was an American journalist, author and poet. Her poems are quite popular even today and they largely express optimism and cheer in simple words. Optimism means positivity. Let us read the poem to understand her mindset. Do you wish the world were better? Let me tell you what to do. Set a watch upon your actions. Keep them always straight and true. Do you wish the world were wiser? Well, suppose you made a start by accumulating wisdom in the scrapbook of your heart. Do not waste one page on folly. Live to learn and learn to live. If you want to give men knowledge, you must get it, or you give. Do you wish the world was happy? Then remember day by day just to scatter seeds of kindness as you pass along the way. For the pleasures of the many are oft times traced to one, as the hand that plants an acorn shelters armies from the sun. What a beautiful poem, children. Just look at the optimism that is inherent in each and every line of the stanzas. So here is a poet asking you that how often do you think the world should be a better place? Very often we come across the news in the TV channels, in the newspapers and other social medias like WhatsApp and Facebooks that something wrong and decadent and degrading is happening in the society. We are thoroughly shaken to the core after listening to such atrocities being spread around in the world. So we often say, I wish the world was a better place. So here is Ella Wheeler Wilcox telling you how to make that wish come true. What you can do is set a watch upon your actions. It means that see what you are doing. Mind your actions. Because if your actions are straight means correct, not wrongly intentioned. And if they're true, if they're right, then you're already making the world a better place, because if each and every one of us start taking care of our actions, the world will automatically get into a better state. In the second stanza, she tells us, do you want the world should be a wiser place? Means people should be more wise. Their actions shouldn't be foolish and stupid. She says, well, I know how you can achieve that as well, how you can make that wish come true. What you can do is accumulate wisdom. Means start learning. Start polishing your mind. Give your mind some fodder, some food, something for thinking, something for doing. In that way, what will happen? In the scrapbook of your heart, you're going to collect a lot of knowledge. Scrapbook, you all know, children, is our colorful papered book that we use to collect information. We stick notes and pictures to make it's like an activity. So she is saying, Ella Wheeler Wilcox is saying that if you want the world to be a better place, mind your actions. If you want the world to be a wiser place, then you yourself must start accumulating knowledge or learning something good. In the third stanza, she continues to ask, do not waste one page on folly. Folly means foolishness. So if your heart is like a scrapbook, treat every page of this scrapbook in a precious manner. Do not waste even a single page. Do not think, okay, I have enough pages, so let me make some foolish decisions in the first page. No, do not do that. Live to learn. The goal of your life should be learning. And when you learn, try to better yourself in living. Means you live to get knowledge, and the knowledge that you accumulate in the process of living, use it to better your living standards. And if each one of us start thinking like this, then a wide change, a big change will come in the society, and the society altogether will turn into a good place, a better place. If you want to give men knowledge, you must get it, you give. So basically, she is saying that if you want to give others knowledge, first thing you have to do is you have to get the knowledge so that you can give. Before you give, here is an old term English for before. So first you have to accumulate knowledge. You have to go through the learning process in order to spread knowledge to others or give knowledge to others. In the fourth stanza, she continues to ask you, do you wish the world was happy? Do you want other people in this world to be happy? Then remember, day by day, just to scatter seeds of kindness as you pass along the way. Such a beautiful thought. She is saying that if you want this world to be happy, if you want the people around you to be happy, then how can you start? Every day you should be a kinder person. Scatter the seeds of kindness like you sow the seed in the field for the crops. In the same way, if you're kind to others, that kindness gets multiplied. If somebody is kind to you, you will automatically want to be kind to others. When you haven't been wronged by anybody else, it would be a very evil thing to be unkind to others. So the moment somebody is kind to you, you will be kind to them. So start by being kind to others. And this way, kindness is infectious. It will spread. In the last stanza, she says, for the pleasure of the many are oft times reached to one. So what she's trying to say is that this wide world is actually made up of single units. Means every person has a space in this world. So if every person starts being a better person, a happier person, a wiser person, then the entire world will be a better place. So if you start tracing how the world got better, you will see that it goes down to that one person who took the step, who broke the chain of unkindness and wanted to be kind to others. And hence the positive chain or outbreak. As the hand that plants an acorn. Acorn is a type of a fruit. It's the fruit of the oak tree. So the person who plants the seed of an acorn tree, the acorn tree grows into a big, shady, wide oak tree. So basically one person puts the seed in the soil, the tree grows up into a big, shady tree. And what happens then? Then it provides shelter to not just that one person who planted the acorn seed, but to many other people who cross that way. Armies of people means many people. People who might be traveling through that area will find shade in that tree that was planted by one person. So the message of the poem here is, instead of just sitting in a passive manner and wishing the world to turn better, it is better to be the action, the change you want to see in the world. As Mahatma Gandhi said, take the right step in the right direction, be happier, be wiser, accumulate knowledge, do the right thing, be kind to others, and that will start a chain reaction, and automatically, eventually, in the course of time, the entire world will be the place you wish it to be. That's the beautiful poem Ella Wheeler Wilcox wrote. She was not just a poetess but also an author and a very famous journalist. Here is the glossary, children. Oft stands for often and ere stands for before. Please learn the poem, go through it, underline the tough words. That's all for today, children. In our next video, we are going to discuss the poem in greater detail along with the textual exercises. Thank you and take care.